It's the Cable
This is a good example of a bad pack. Looking at like Snapcaster, I guess. Pack wouldn't pick one Oath of Druids, run it. Oh, fun, seem more positive. Yeah, Cube, one of the most proxy-friendly formats of all time, huh? Hey, JC, I'm doing fucking great. I've had a very taxing day, but it's been awesome. Had a 2-hour drive, took my pupper to the vet, but both those things went well. Not related things. My vet does not live an hour away. I might grab Sunfall, just be a stupid control deck with Snapcaster. That's kind of what you want with Snapcaster, right? Just a normal checkup. It was his last round of shots. And the, okay, bud? He's just making a couple whimpering noises. I think he's in a little bit of pain. Which I predicted, because last time he had shots, he had pain, and I regretted not getting pain medicine. But this time, I left with some, and I already gave him his dose for the next 24 hours, but I don't know how long it takes to kick in. Hope he's not in too much discomfort. Anyway, it was his last round of shots, so now he's not going to need anything until December. And that is fucking awesome. It was a new vet, too, and that's always a little stressful. But they did a really good job of making him feel comfortable. He doesn't really mind the vet, but he's like a smart puppy, and he knows there's a good chance that a shot is coming, and he really hates shots. For good reason. Like, it seems like they cause him a lot of pain. That Wandering Emperor is mighty tempting, huh? This is like the style of deck for that. Let's go grab the Seachrome. So nice to have good mana. I'll grab the Spellseeker. I don't really like Spellseeker unless you get like a Time Walk or a Recall, but no, I've got it just in case. Jason Dark lost the watch streak. Thanks to the company and entertainment as usual. Hell yeah, Jason. Thanks for the luck. What kind of dog do I have? I have a, he's like half some kind of terrier and, half Chihuahua. He's got that white terrier fur, or I guess it's more hair. It's like a soft hair. Like wispy old man white hair, you know? And then you don't really notice the Chihuahua bits until he gets wet, and then all of a sudden he looks he looks very Chihuahua with his hair all plastered down around him. And then if he is nervous or scared, he will shake like a Chihuahua. Small and adorable. Yeah, small and adorable. Congrats on the driving success. Thank you. It was actually my longest road trip in one go, so that was nice. But a lot of it was like country driving, and I got to play some sick albums that I hadn't like really explored fully. And there's a lot of like scenic countryside to look at. It was real pleasant. The place I was driving to, the butcher I was going to, was out right next to the house on the rock. And it reminded me that I still need to bring my wife there. That's a weird fucking place. It's the house on the rock is like a tourist destination that was built by someone in like the 70s. This guy was like, I'm gonna fucking make people want to come here. Oh, Council Judgment's perfect for a control deck. Nice answer to Planeswalkers and the like. Or hexproof things. And so there's like this Zen garden surrounded by this network of rooms. And some of the rooms have like optical illusions in them. Some of them have like giant moving puppets. Some of them are just like rooms full of instruments playing a melody, like animatronic instruments, and you like put a coin in the slot and they start playing for you. And the person who made this like weird antiquated theme park is obviously no longer around, so people like upkeep it, but they don't keep the instruments in tune, so it's just something out of a horror show. Anyway, delightfully weird place. This Tanny is gonna be sick. We can just flip out that brainstorm real easy. I don't hate that. Another counter, shame. Never too many counters. A little sash for the sideboard, or maybe I want Sword of the Meek. Nah, I think we're pretty good on win cons. We got that Elspeth and stuff. You did not enjoy the House on the Rock when your parents brought you? I'm sure it's not for everybody, but I think it's worth a visit. Thinking about No More Lies. Thinking about this Lorien revealed. And then Portable Hole, like, we'd have no early game removal. It would fit our deck for sure. I dislike that it's not a spell, though, for the Snapcaster, like Swords or Oust. Let's do this. Coalition Relic versus Epiphany. Probably Epiphany. I'm gonna fucking deck myself with all this card draw. You were pretty creeped out when you were 9? Yeah. That is very easy to believe. You could call it a creepy place. You just saw some Google images, you're not gonna go? They have the largest carousel in the world, and you're not gonna go? Yeah, the new ones have been the hardest for me too, JC. I still have not gotten to A10 with the Bone Lady. Hey, Torvag, thanks for the sub, the 97 months, and the reminder to eat some butt. You don't want to look any of it up? You want it to be surprising? Yeah, I don't think it'll be hard for us to get out there this summer. There's some pretty cool campsite places nearby. Could make a day of it. Mrs. DMTG is indeed my wife. Yeah, I've liked Calcify. I haven't gotten the self-strength reduction to work because I usually end up with some like regular attacks. I guess. Oh shit, what up? JRC dropping 5 gifted subs into the channel. Congratulations to Chicken Rays Nick, Calendrith, Ilini Viana, Gunsiderate, and RTJ, sorry. Thanks, JRC. Mighty kind. A little, So normally you would slam the one. I mean, if it was pack one, pick one, you'd slam the One Ring. This seems like one of the worst One Ring decks I've ever seen in my life. Our win conditions are very slow. We have no way of like bouncing it or cloning it or something. We have no answers for it. We might be able to find some, but it is pack 3. But it's like a One Ring or a fetch. I might take the fetch. I don't think we're going to have the creature count for this Guide of Souls. Could take Vista or Ponder. Hey, Riddler's pretty hot. Oh, I knew it was going to go to her head. I knew it. I was like, I'm not going to say anything. Don't say anything. Caleb was Frodo-esque resisting the ring. I mean, Frodo accepted the ring, right? I was more like Gandalf, just throwing it away to somebody else. Like, here, you take it. We're kind of light on removal, so even though Get Lost is like the stinkiest removal spell of all time, it's tempting to me. The other option here is grabbing Wan Chi Tong. Tom Bombadil was the most ring resistant, yeah. Put it on, was like, gross. Just did nothing to him. I don't think we have any green for this Oko. Kind of a great subtlety. Usually I would pick Preordain over subtlety, but we have some nice cantrips already. Hey, we got some more subs. JRC gifted a sub to JC Foxpox. Fuck yeah. And one to Jason Dark. Congrats to both of y'all. How much for a 30-minute song request? Whatever you want to donate, Eric. It's really just a reward for donating. I heard that I'm 333 that Colbert is getting involved with, penning some kind of Lord of the Rings script. Ooh. Lutri. Lutri could actually kill somebody in this deck. Hey, why Bone M? Thanks for the sob, the 11 months there. You think I was more like Galadriel? My eyes were lighting up. Instead of a Dark Lord, you would have a Queen! Oh shit, what up? Hey, thanks for the $10 donation, Eric. This sounds very much like what I was listening to earlier today. Maybe a little bit more genty. I was listening to some Black Gaze on my car trip. It was really hitting the spot. This seems pretty good. Yeah, a little bit worried about my lack of early game removal. We do kind of have two sweepers between the Sunfall and the Winds. Buckle up, will do. Buckle up, everyone. It's for your own safety. Oh, yeah, I've heard this one a few times, Eric. It's good, though. We'll jam it. The Scalding Tarn does not have a duel to grab. Some dope-ass math rock. From Aliens. Yeah, this would be like 15 blue sources, which is more than we need. And 5 white sources, which is not enough. This would be 12 blue sources and 8 white. I might want to go 11-9. Although Snapcasting Bag Mana Drain is pretty blue intensive. It's opening day. What does opening day mean? Yeah, their US tour sold out almost immediately. I got to practicing a couple days ago. Learned a new polyrhythm that I was kind of having fun with, but didn't quite master. I don't think we're playing Colonnade on 2. I think we're just going to crack our clue here. Get while the getting is good. totally fine operating without blue mana for a little bit here, because we still have stuff to do. I don't need mana for this subtlety. The Brainstorm's good with the Tamiyo, but I'm kind of fine just cracking my clues right now. I think I'm going to ang something just to slow him down a little bit. I can, of course, just replay it, but we ate the one map activation. Point over there is like, how many times do I have to cast this fucking Sentinel? Kind of surprised they didn't double block. They would have lost both their critters, but then we'd have 3 power in the air instead of a lot more. Is this format any good? I would describe it as some good, yeah. Pretty glad I never flipped my Tamiyo. Looking like the damage might be relevant. It's fine, might spend a lifetime playing it, we'll see, yeah. I have drafted so many cubes. Gilly wins. Yeah, there's the colonnade there too, so even if they answered my trampler, we still had 7 in the air. Game played out a little bit less control-y than I was expecting. Almost makes me want to like mastermind in here. Almost. I'm seeing double. 4 Lutries. I mean, I got a shirt with Wanshi tongue on it. I would not have bought a shirt that just had some human avatar character. Very possible I should have bolted myself to hold up mana drain this turn. We'll see if I end up getting punished. Does the shirt have flash? The shirt has flash when it comes off, but typically no. Well, that's not something I can stern scolding. Very annoying. Kind of a miserable little game, huh? 2 more turns. Let's go. Fool of a thieving skydiver. I'll take the 3. Can't really hold up counters here because they'll just strip mine and then play their thing. I'll go ahead and wins. They get a land, at least I get to draw a card off of it, huh? I would not describe myself as being in good shape here, ride or die. The opponent's got 8 cards, and they had nothing to do it in 2 mana. So, like, maybe 3 of those are lands, but I think we're going to see some expensive shit come down and wreck my shit. Fucking shit. Not doing it. I got map tokens for this fucking bird. Just found them a Minskin Boo. Alright, back to you. I like the weird little arm dance for this part. I don't think we're countering much to this delighted halfling. Cycle is 3-land anyway. So the upticking gives a Nadu trigger, and then if I brazen borrow or bounce, that'll give another Nadu trigger. Kind of need this Wanshi to be a 4/4, right? I think I'm just dead. That's what I think. Yeah, it was kind of how I thought that game was going to end, ride or die. I wasn't feeling very good there. A banger of a tune. Lion Slash is Lion Sash is kind of an option to prevent what happened in that game. A little awkward though. And I could have upkeep Thought Scour to make sure I didn't redraw any of those lands, but I didn't mind drawing a 4th land, and we still have that option, right, to Thought Scour away the other land drop, which is something I would like to do. I didn't like mana draining because the mana drain mana I would have played this Wanshi with no targets. Didn't love it. Flash 2/3. God, it reminds me of Spell Queller. I've cast so many Spell Quellers in my day. Just making sure I get my tokens. I thought about hitting the Aang and then being able to reuse it later, but I think I just want to attack. Feel like we're ahead and should be pressing an advantage, Yes, yes, shock thine self. Is ban fucks? They do. I like the thing they got going on with the polka dots. Squidward on drums, sort of. You can see the guy's like actual eyes as the mouth. When the Abhorrent Oculus was our cyborg tech, so we can get some beef in the air and actually like chew up a Minsk and Boo and stuff. I would not wait on those tickets, Lupacrudo. They've been selling out everywhere. Oh, very cool, Capo. I have a lot of fond, formative childhood memories. Going to the Winnipeg Folk Festival. We went there every summer for like 4 or 5 years in a row. Huge impact on my musical tastes. Okie dokie. Ooh, that's very good. Hell yeah, Mean Bean. Coheed always puts on a good show. Does Cambria also put on a good show? No, Cambria sucks. Really held up by the Coheed, which is unfortunate, but still worth. We're playing the Nadu. We're not. Okay. This is going to be your first festival ever? Wow. That is an excellent first fest, I think. Really good vibes the years that I went. There was like a... one cool thing about that fest is like how collaborative all the artists are. See people mixing music together in interesting ways. 1 mana away from Lutri copy the Council's Judgment for the win, but oh well, can't have everything. And that was that album. Great album. I've heard good things about the comic series, yeah. They block my manifest, then they're at 1 life and have a spirit token. So they almost have to Oko the spirit token, and then I'll have 3/3/3s. Not to mention our Flash Wan Tongue here. Sentinel was pretty awkward. He was whimpering a little bit earlier. Are you taking him for a walk? I'm glad I gave him something. Yeah. I hope he actually ate it. I think he did. I like couldn't insert it in the thing, so it was like sitting on top of it, and he took it in his mouth and went over, and I like looked to see if I could see it dropped anywhere, but he chewed on it a bit. I think he got it, but he does not. Sorry, just talking about my pupper. Sentinel kind of gunks things up. I almost want to save the Wansheng and play it for 3 now. They're going to crack this and go to 5. If I fire this off, hit them for 2. 2 3/3s, 1 gets eaten. Yeah, let's hold off, I guess. Do I know how many cubes they use at CubeCon? You can look that up. You don't need to guesstimate. All their cubes are listed from previous years and stuff. They get a lot more cube submissions than they can actually use. A veritable wealth of cubage. Thought about only doing this for X's 3, and then I had to keep this turn scolding up. Could matter if they've got like some burn spell that they want to copy with Lutri here. I win. Some classic blue-white nonsense. Know that the opener did not have a white source, on top of being kind of mopey. We're going to hold on to this turn in case we need to pair with Brainstorm or something. We have Brainstorm and Jace the Mind Sculptor, so fetches can be useful. Getting there, felt pretty sick post-Poppergeddon. Still recovering. But you got a promotion this week. Oh, congrats on the promotion. Cheers. Sorry about the con crud. That was one nice thing about switching from... Oh, well, that's not really beatable for me, is it? One nice thing about switching between playing a ton of tournaments to playing relatively few was just spending much less of the year sick. I found that if I act like a germaphobe at cons and just like wash my hands constantly, I also get the crud less. Like, I know you're supposed to wash your hands before each meal or something. I definitely don't do that at home. But it's now part of my con routine. Man, this No More Lies is just not going to do anything. This is brutal. They're going to be able to stack the triggers and sack one of the 1/1s to make it a 4/1 too. You think you caught it on the flight to Italy? Have I ever gone on a flight and everyone's just coughing and sneezing? I have not, no. Wait, did they misstack them or something? What was this? I think I'm just dead anyway. I'm just gonna scoop. I'll give him credit for not fucking it up twice in a row. Yeah, I've heard that when you're in the air, the way that airplane air circulates makes you much less likely to get sick. Like, you're not just breathing everybody else's air, right? But the airplane's not always in the flight. When you're boarding, everyone's just breathing each other's shit for sure. And then sometimes they make the plane wait. That's the worst. The old one-lander on the play. That's kind of exactly what I needed from that brainstorm. You even wear face masks on the plane? Jesus. I was doing that when COVID was in full, full force, of course. But yeah, if you're masking and you still get sick off the plane, that is bad beats. Bad beats indeed. Hmm. Sure, teeny. So, I mean, it's a strong reason to mask when you are sick, but um, it doesn't do nothing in terms of prevention. Ah, nice tater chimp. Whole stack of exiled critters. Wandering Emporer. I'll counter that. And then I assume they're going to have a real nice turn here. I'm going to have a lot of mana, but who knows if I'll be able to do much with it. Hey, Subsimal Denoka. They're just playing a bird. This is like our best case scenario for their turn. Ooh. I get the draw from this, right? One or fewer in hand. Maybe one card's fine. Lutri denying me a card. Our bird is bigger. Our bird is a little bit bigger. An Iceboig, sure. Obviously, we can block. They're repping a bolt with that attack. I think we're winning the race pretty handily, especially with this Lutri here. They did have the bolt earlier. Cool thing about this series of plays is next turn I'll be able to cast this Oculus now, and we've got some stuff in our bin, and hold up a very juicy lose focus, basically a hard counter. And I think that's going to be quite hard to beat indeed. Correct, I'm random. If they pay 3, then the spell is resolved, and it's in my graveyard, and I can't copy it with Lutri anymore. Slightly better to have Sunfall in the graveyard for Snapcaster. Not that I think this is going to be a Snapcast Sunfall game. I've been gifted a giant Chipotle burrito. Isn't Snapcaster exiled? It doesn't matter. As long as you're like thinking of reasons to do things, get into good habits. Snapcaster would be being exiled would matter if there was a reason in the deck to bin the Otawara instead of the 5-mana sorcery. Huh. Got a bad feeling about this hand. Wilty lettuce. Not a fan. Well, at least they're not locking me out of the game on turn 2. Really need some lands over here. Yeah, it's almost a bummer how much they're just getting regular actors to do voiceover. It used to be that voice actors had a few more opportunities out there. It's been like this for a bit, though. Yeah, this was the concern. Was them just leveling up their figure. My point had literally nothing to do with whether or not the people they got were good at doing voiceover work or not, Thunder Dan. Save me, Mana Drain. I appear to have an owl. Missing lane drops over here, though. My hand is still very clunky. Oh, no. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Spawn. Thanks to the $4.20. Is egg okay to give to dogs? I assume so. I'm at 10 to the 20. Just gonna start with the spirit tokens. Your dog pukes it up every time, but she pukes up lots of things. Gotcha. Yeah, Dave hasn't really done much puking. He gets a little bit of diarrhea every once in a while, which I think is mostly because he like loves eating leaves. It's like his favorite thing. He's like, leaves? This is the best food known to mankind. It's like, man, that's just... Please stop eating wet leaves. Hopefully that's something he grows out of. Yeah, that all makes sense, pinning it upwards. I just Googled it real quick. Gave him a little bite. He's chilling here, very patient-like. Just gonna start my own things, right? Spoilers, it's not something he grows out of. Dried leaves or freshies, all kinds of leaves. Wet leaves, dry leaves. That dude loves eating leaves. It does mean that when I give him a little piece of broccoli or kale, he just goes to town on it. Lettuce is a nice locale treat. Oh, yeah. Well, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is our mana situation has been fixed. 7 remaining. We went from being stuck on 3 lands to just having every land in the universe here. Can we get a Dave mukbang stream sometime? Yeah, maybe. I need to get that the Dave cam set up. Maybe by the 365. That is not something we're gonna do. Oh, I didn't need it either. We went from 3 lands to 20. What happened? Winds of Abandon happened. We had a bunch of like owl tokens. Whew. You keep this figure in the remand. It'll help you hit land drops. Who knows if that'll actually happen. But that's your figure in. Opponent's also 2-0, so a true finals here. I'm going to remand any actual card in that spot. Cue that they F6'd when they put it on the stack, so we remanded and they didn't replay. Long Chi Tongue. Being a 3-mana 3/3 flyer that draws me a card when it comes into play. Sure. Oh, I meant to set an upkeep stop to bid my Lorien, and then I forgot. That's alright. We can hardcast the Subtlety. I think I'm still going to bid the Lorien. Shuffle away that last land. Displacer Kitten and Treant Mage kind of let you put all your 1s and 0s into play. I guess the Wan Chi Tong would trigger each time, though. Maybe that's fine. Usually when Dave's hanging out, he's laying down by my feetsies. Right now he's just sitting up looking at me. Wonder if he's having trouble getting comfy from his shot earlier. Or maybe he's begging. Maybe it's a combination. He's definitely moving a little stiff. He's mad I didn't name him Guts. That's a good reason to be mad. It's got to be very hard to be Little Dog, yeah. Then you just activate the Colonnade. 9 in the air, they bounce Colonnade. So, it's nice that our matchup for the finals is the Artifact deck, where counters are really good, and we're not really getting punished for our lack of removal. Kind of wild that we beat that aggro deck earlier. Thinking about this Fairy Mastermind, the Occult Epiphany is like flash threats. Wonder if I like those better than this Oculus. It's on the edge of keepable, but I'm gonna try it out, I guess. Turn 1 Colony and turn 2 Talisman. Look at us ramping off with our talismans. I mean, they're likely going to be able to play a land and run it. Oh, nope, nope. Okay. Put Lucha to hand or bounce something, Let's pass. How deep into the stats of my viewership do I or team get? Oh, I don't have a team. I was with a few different esport orgs, but they didn't do that kind of stat work. They were mostly for helping find sponsorships and stuff. Hey, Patanda, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 37 months there. So far, I'm regretting not putting Lucha to hand. Did I see that Look Outside is getting a 1-year anniversary update? Oh, I have not, but that is exciting to me. I know they released a bunch of updates that I didn't really get into. So the 1-year anniversary update will probably mean that there's enough content, enough new content for me to do a replay. Yeah, I've certainly looked at my data before. Fun Petal Grove. Some of it's like format specific and stuff, but typically Mondays are the best day for me, and Fridays are the worst day. My viewers are usually watching in the evenings, so the later I can stream, the better. Viewers are cool hotties who are out in the club on Friday nights. That's what I assume. I don't think there's anything else that Magic players could be doing on Friday night, right? Yeah, nothing comes to mind. Just going to serve in for 2, and I think we're going to go Brainstorm, Lutri, copy the Brainstorm, I think is my plan. Progenimator with the 5 consecutive stream watch streak, saying, have I thought about firing Chandelar back up? I think I got most of what I need from Chandelar. I think I was starting to get tired of it on my last run. I did a load up with modern cards and started running into bugs. I was like, okay, I don't want to. I don't want to deal with all this. There is a new Chandelar that I haven't really taken the time to get running. Yeah, that Forge program. I probably would Modular Monk. It's certainly on the old docket. Opponent's a little AFK here. Kind of unfortunate for a finals match. I guess we can jam some Scrandal while we wait. Easiest vote of my life there. So this bacon cheeseburger, I've seen some very sad looking burgers on Scrandal, and this actually doesn't look that bad, but it's not gonna compete with these chicken and chips, huh? Those green onions and everything. Nice bit of color there. Ooh, what do we got here? BLT biscuits with barbecue chips. It's a small amount of chips, but they do look good. You can like see the seasoning on them. And the biscuits actually look good. The only issue is that because it's in the US, it's fucking $12. But it looks good as shit. And this is pulled pork and chips, but it's only $2.50, right? Like, I would much rather eat the meal on the left. But I would much rather pay $2.50. Like, it's not close. Chicken tikka and chips. That sounds dope. Cheese and chili sauce, $4, or a pork sandwich for $4. I mean, it's a fine looking pork sandwich. You can see the bread crust is like nice and brown and stuff. It's good texture. Oh wow, I got 8% difference, huh? If you vote against peas, you'll do pretty well. It's a good ass looking burger too. Hello, hello, hello. We got a teriyaki chicken barbecue bowl. Some nice color on that barbecue. A lot of times barbecue chicken looks dried out, and this does not look like dry chicken to me. And then we got kebab meat with chips and cheese. I like me some kebab meat. The cheese not being melted is weird. As an American, it's weird to just like have loose cheese around. Yeah, $8 versus $14 is real, but I don't think it's going to be a decider for people. I'm going to go with the chicken bowl. Oh, very close. And now my opponent does come back, but I'm going to speed through these. Chinese box over whatever that hot dog is. There's like 4 dogs on a burger shell. Fish in a bun. No, thank you. Ooh. That's hard. I think you're getting... The portions are actually probably really similar. This looks like more, but you see the thumb there. Like, it's probably about the same size. You probably actually get more food with the chicken and chips, because chips are going to be more filling. Well, fries are going to be more filling than tortilla chips. This chicken does look a little dry. Damn. I'll buy a fucking cannoli. Pita wraps are good, but that was like only like $1.90 for a cannoli. Bread with onion and paprika? No. Or a delicious looking burger. Some weird cubes. Yeah, I mean, my opponent wasn't here. Did they not do they didn't do the block sack? They just made a 4-4. Maybe they missed that this has flying. You're just being dumb, you're tired. You're good. What is the point of Twitch chat if not to make the same dumb joke over and over? Hell yeah, Shorv. So the Manifold Key can untap the Construct token, so the Lutri does not have a free attack here. Just gonna peck on in the air. Also note that if she bins the Construct token, I won't get 2 1/1s. Because the Construct is not a card. I might still target it, though. Hate that for me. I guess they answered their own 4/4. Just in time to start your Sovereign Quest? Yes. I think I copied it with the intention of firing it up. Locked in? I guess. Yeah, fool of a Displacer Kitten. The Carnage. Hitting the Tamiyo here means that the Aang can hit that Karn and prevent a double down tick. They have Tidebinder last card. Oh no, they had a Soaring City. So they burned their Black Lotus and they burned their Otawara, but they did prevent me from getting 2 1/1s. That's not nothing. Correct, Salty Rutabaga. You may have 1 bauble. It's unfortunate that the No Kings protests are named such, because as a Canadian, we have a king. Oh, I mean, you don't have to copy the Americans, right? Also, we said what we said, yeah. I guess we just kill them, huh? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. Nice little trophy. Kind of an average looking deck. Taking it home. No power or anything. Just a bunch of flyers and interaction spells.